If you're joining me live and settling in on your mat, take a moment, relax. We'll enjoy the next hour together, feeling calm, center ourselves. If I've been working with you for the past 10 years, I thank you so much for tuning in, joining me, however you're viewing this video. Our normal class has been Monday at 6:30 for many years, so I hope this video finds you at the correct time for your schedule this evening and brings you the love and light that we usually share all together. Our new class, that'll be usually at 8 p.m., our mellow class. I'll be doing a mellow practice right after this one. So if you start to see this video and you're like, nope, that's not for me today, I have a mellow class I'm gonna do right afterwards. So just tune in for that if you're more into that. If you have no idea what kind of yoga you wanna do, try out what you can, relax when you want. I highly recommend relax. If you're about to do the practice with me right now, you know it's power yoga. We're gonna work a little bit. So if that's what mentally you're into, please join me. It's gonna be fun, work hard. But otherwise, like I said, mellow afterwards, and that might be more up most people's alley to calm down, relax, and totally stretch the body in a calming way, mostly laying down. So choose what you want, watch what you want, do what you want, modify as needed. So just thank you. I'm overwhelmed with joy with all of the feedback from my kids' class this morning, so I'm excited. Let's relax. Hands at your heart. Find your breath. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. You can take your hands down to your knees, sit up a little taller, continue to breathe. You can keep your eyes closed the whole practice. You don't necessarily need to see me. You can just hear me, listen to the cues, listen to your body, enjoy your practice. Sit up tall, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Sit up as tall as you can. Lift the crown of your head up to the sky, ears up to the sky, shoulders relax down away from the ears. Sitting up as tall as you can. Settling into your space. Definitely different for all of us. Relax the knees, however you're sitting. Breathe in through the nose, fill up those lungs. And exhale out through the mouth. Enjoy your breath throughout practice. Maybe transitioning to breathing in and out through the nose. Maybe just being conscious of your breath. Continue to breathe, maybe stay still. You can bring your hands to your heart. We're taking our arms up, breathing in. And out wide, exhale, breathing out. Taking it up through center, breathing in. And out. Coming up through center, breathing in. And exhale, breathing out. Sitting up as tall as you can. Let's plant that right hand. Reach over, stretch. We're gonna let that arm round in front, sit up tall, find that hand on the sides, breathe. Stretch over to the other side. Round forward, feel that stretch go around to your back. Find that hand on the side and sit up tall. One more time. Sit up tall, breathe in, take the time to reset. Sitting up, breathing in, and let's all meet with our hands at our hearts. Keep your breath flowing. Do your best to keep that mind clear. Think about which body part's touching the ground. And tune into the present moment. Let's transition to a tabletop. Get moving a little bit, shift your hips side to side. Roll your hips in a circle above the knees. So I can't have music while I'm recording, but I urge you to listen to whatever music makes you feel happy. Maybe some slower ocean sounds are always nice. As you're leaning back and forth, side to side, maybe adjusting that music to fit your mood. You can always change it throughout practice. So trying to create that diagonal line, maybe shifting hips side to side a little bit there, letting them fall, heart lifts, hips back towards the heels, child's pose. Let your forehead down, find your breath. Release it out. Coming up through tabletop. Find the hands underneath the shoulders. Shift a little bit again. Find your cow pose. Lift up, breathe in. And round up to cat, middle of the back up to the spine. Let's pause here. Push into the ground. Chin to your chest. Breathe, another sip of air. And find neutral tabletop. Shift those hips around. Let's take the right leg back, toes tucked onto the earth, press into the heel. And back to tabletop and switch side to side. Find your left toes down, press into the heel. Breathe and bring it back. So as you find things that you find that feel good, you can move between those shapes, shift side to side, find those leg stretches as you need them. Find your breath while you do it. One more time, side to side, whatever you're picking. Shifting, maybe that cow and cat pose one more time. Breathe. And round, exhale. So all find neutral tabletop. Everything stacked, aligned. Let's tuck the toes, lift the knees, hovering, and then lift the hips up to the sky. Downward facing dog. Pedal it out a little bit. Breathe, breathe, breathe. See if you can connect the thumbs and the pointer fingers a little bit more as you shift the hips up to the sky, waking everything up. And continue that walk all the way up to the hands, forward facing. Sway side to side. All this should feel good. If your fold is way up here, and you're feeling a great stretch in your legs and your back, just hang out here, maybe bend your knees a little bit more. You can sway wherever your level is. So you have all these levels where you can sway side to side. If you have blocks, you could have them so the floor is a little bit closer to you. Or maybe you're up on your fingertips. As you figure out what feels good for you, in your forward fold, I'm just giving you options. Let's lengthen out to flat back. Hands up, maybe all the way up to your upper thighs. Shoulders back to the hips. Look down between the toes. Hands touch. Let's jump all the way back to plank. And hips up, downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Then walk all the way up to the hands, forward fold. Let's roll all the way up. Arms up when you get there, and hands to your heart. Let's come to center. If you found that you needed more space, just figure out your spacing so you have some room to jump back to a push-up position and be able to lift your legs and arms with enough room side to side. Let's lift all the way up. Breathe in, reach up, and let's fold forward all the way down, whatever your level is. Come up halfway, flat back. Fold, exhale. Maybe you just step your feet back to plank, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Pedal, move. You might shift back down to tabletop, readjust, find another cow pose, and a cat pose. Find your breath. Let's all meet in child's pose, little break together. Take breaks when you need it. Take water sips when you need them. Let's meet in a forward fold. Hang, sway, take a breath. Chin to your chest, roll all the way up. Arms up when you get there. Reach to the sky, breathe in. Make enough room so your arms can go out by your sides. Standing tall, mountain pose. Find that quiet breath for yourself. Breathing in through the nose. Your choice, out through the nose or mouth. Glance down at your toes. Make sure everything's lined up forward. Second toe lined up with your shin, back of your heel. Have your legs strong. Tuck your hips a bit, belly button in. Lift your heart. Stacking your body. Feel all 10 toes. Breathe in and out. Remember, just listen to my cues. Let that move with your body. Doesn't necessarily have to look like me. For right now, just take a breath. Hopefully listening to whatever cool music you like. Bring your hands to your heart. Breathe in, reach up. And let's fold forward, exhale. Make some room so you can jump all the way back to plank and stack your shoulders above your wrists. Have your heels reaching back, nice plank position, top of a push-up, belly button in. Breathe. Press into the floor a bit. Get those legs strong, energy out through the heels. We're going to shift some weight forward over the wrists and lower halfway down, hovering above the mat. See if you can get your knees down, tops of the feet flat. You're still holding yourself up above the mat using your arms. Lift your heart. Breathe in. Elbows can stay bent. See if you can bring your shoulders back, ears up. Breathe and release down. Shift back to child's pose. We'll try that again. Coming through to push-up. Plank, top of a push-up. Shift forward, come all the way down. Hover above the floor, knees down, tops of the feet flat. Come up, lift up, maybe arms straighten, shoulders above the wrists. Breathe. Pike your hips up, downward facing dog. Breathe, breathe, breathe. So as we flow, remember you have cat and cow and tabletop, and you can lengthen out to plank, lower exhale. Knees down, tops of the feet down, come up, lift up, breathe. Pike your hips up, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a complete breath out. Lift your right leg up to the sky. Flex the foot, hips are squared to the floor, shoulders are even. Your hands have inside weight of the thumb and the pointer finger. Bend that right knee, crunch it in towards the nose, shift the shoulders over the wrist, squeeze and hold in that push-up position with the knee hugging into the body, heel reaching up to the glute. Another sip of air. Exhale, take it back. Take another breath. Bend the knee, bring it in, and bring that foot down. Warrior one, back heel down, come all the way up. Find your breath. Wherever you'd like your arms. And breathe. Left glute is strong, left ankle reaching down, belly button in, breathing in. We're going to open warrior two. Right knee opening, relax your shoulders, find your breath. Shifting back to warrior one. Arms up if you'd like, breathe. And shift forward, find your airplane, warrior three. Flex the back ankle, take a breath. And fly all the way down, hands plant, you'll be in standing split. Step all the way back to a runner style lunge, right foot steps back to plank and flow. Shift forward, bend your elbows, knees, feet. Heart lifts, breathe. Tuck your chin, hips up, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Relax it all the way out. Let's take the left leg up to the sky. Bend the ankle so the toes are coming towards you. Hips are squared. Keep the shoulders aligned. Let's bend the left knee. Crunch it in so the shoulders come right above the wrists. Heel comes in towards the body. Hugging the leg all the way in. Another sip of air. You got it. Take it up. Another breath. Bend the knee. Crunch it in. And foot up to the hands. Drop the back heel. Come up. Warrior one. Settle in. Your breath might be up like mine because I'm trying to talk and practice. And you can slow it down just by bringing more attention to your breath. Strong right glute, right ankle reaching for the mat as the hips turn forward, belly button in, breathe in. So as we're shifting around, you might find a couple gaze points for yourself wherever you're practicing. So finding a spot on the wall that your eyes can always come back to for balance. We're going to open to warrior two. Keep your eyes wherever that gaze point is, front of your mat. Opening the left knee. Breathe, relax your shoulders. Shifting back to warrior one, toe comes in, hip comes in, breathe. And let's fold over the leg, airplane arms as you shift forward. Warrior three, balance. Breathe. Fly down, hands meet the mat, right leg stays in the sky, standing split. Breathe in again and exhale, take it back. You'll be in a runner's lunge, left foot back. You'll be in plank flow. Enjoy your breath, especially if you haven't practiced in a while, especially for all of us as we change this week. Another breath in downward dog. Look at your thumbs, maybe hop or jump all the way up to your hands, forward fold, exhale your air, breathe in, flat back. Fold, release, chin to your chest, come all the way up, arms up, reach up. Stretch and fold, exhale. Flat back, lengthen. Fold, release. Hop, jump, or step back to plank. Flow through your flow, whatever that looks like. I'm going to continue to do the one I cued earlier. You can switch it up every time. As you're ready in downward dog, flex the right ankle, lift it up to the sky. Bend the knee, crunch it in towards the chest. Hold. See if you can get that heel up a little higher. Knee up to the chest a little bit more. Big breath in. And out as you take it up. Take another breath, bend the knee, bring it up to the thumbs, open wide, warrior two. As you spiral open, breathe. Connect your toes with the mat. Feel some energy out your fingers. Transition to warrior one, back toe comes in, back heel, reaching for the mat, breathe, and airplane, warrior three as you balance. Whatever you're doing, you might wobble. Your balance might be this diagonal, and you might be tapping down 1,000 times. And let's meet the hands to the mat, left foot in the sky, flex the ankle, reach it all the way back. Right foot goes back to plank and flow, or just meet in downward facing dog. Left leg in the sky. Bend the knee, crunch it in, get the shoulders right above the wrists. Hug everything in. Heel up towards the glute as much as you can. And take it up. Bend the knee, bring it through. Warrior two, back heel down. And the front arm spirals you open. Breathe. Have that left knee opening. If your mind starts to wander, if your breath or maybe the sweat starts to distract you, I like to feel whatever body part's touching the ground. Let that ground me down and get me back into my practice mentally. As the back toe turns forward, back arm comes up, warrior one. And fly. Find your balancing pose. Arms are optional. Whatever your diagonal line looks like. Meet the hands to the mat. Right foot in the sky, standing split. Find your runner's lunge. Left foot back and flow. As we meet back in downward facing dog, look at your thumbs, hop, jump, or step up to your hands, forward fold, exhale your air. Breathe in, flat back. Fold, exhale. Chin to your chest, come all the way up. Arms up, reach up. And let's lean over to the right. And back up to center. And lean over to the left. And back up to center. Stay reaching, but relax your shoulders. Lean over to the right. Keep the feet the same. Come up, breathe. And over to the left. Look up, maybe a little back bend. And fold, exhale, forward. Flat back, lengthen your spine. Fold, exhale, hop, jump, or step your feet back to plank. flow through whatever your flow looks like. Maybe it's a push-up, maybe your back bend is not as high up. And we meet in downward facing dog. So you modify and you make this practice your own so that you can always flow and make your body be number one. Honor your body. Let's lift that right leg up to the sky, breathing in. Bend the knee, crunch it in. We're gonna hold it. Let's tap that shin all the way down to the mat. Bring it back up to the chest. Tap the shin down. Bring it up. One more breath down. Bring it up. Three-legged dog. And bend the knee, bring it through and pause in your runner style lunge. Plant your left hand, right hand sweeps up and around. Breathe. Last time up. See if you can stack everything on top. Fingertips to bottom rest. Belly button in. Take a breath. Let's drop the left knee down. Use that strength of the core to lift you up to your side twist, knee down. Breathe, readjust. Get that back toe engaged. We're gonna lift the back knee. You'll be in a high lunge, twist to the right. Maybe look out past your right fingers to the back. Then we're gonna helicopter the arms all the way around. Warrior two as the back heel comes down. Breathe. Flip your front palm, reach, 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 and revolve. Stretch the right side, take a breath, and cartwheel all the way down. Find that runner style lunge and pause. Look forward, find that gaze point that you chose. Maybe the hands walk forward. We're gonna find a balance up on the right. Inhale, exhale. Keep balancing, couple more breaths. Your hands could be at your hips or your heart. That leg can be as high as you can. Your heart can be as down as you want as we all flow down, hands to the mat. Walk your hands back a little bit. Left toes go all the way back to that runner's lunge and step back to your plank. Hips up, downward facing dog. Stay or flow. Knees down, toes down. Lift your heart, ears up, breathe. Hips up, downward facing dog. Left leg in the sky, flex the ankle, take your breath. Bend your knee, bring it into the heart, knee to nose. And let's bring the shin down to the mat. Bring it back in. Breathe down and take it up as high up as you can. One more time, down and up with your breath. Three-legged dog. Deep breath in and bend your knee, bring it up to the thumbs. Runner style lunge, pause. Right hand plants, left hand makes big circles. Follow the thumb with your eyes. Keep your hips squared, belly button in. Breathing in, stacking on top. See how you do. Get the right knee down, belly button in, use the strength, reach up, unwind to your side twist to the left. Deep breaths in and out. Engage that back foot, We're gonna lift the back knee, find a high lunge, twist to the left. Find your footing. You might be a little wobbly like I am on this side, it looks like. Look back at your left thumb, if you can, if you want. Breathe. Helicopter those arms, watch everything around you as you come to warrior two. Back heel comes down. Find your footing, find your breath. Flip your front palm, reach, 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 revolve it back. Feel the stretch on your left side. And cartwheel it down, frame the front foot, pivot on the back foot. You're back to that runner's lunge. Think about lifting off, find your gaze point. Lock your eyes, belly button in. Start to peel up the weight all on your left leg. And from there, you could tap down, readjust. Take a breath. You're balancing on your left. Right leg's in the sky. And you're testing your balance. Seeing how you do. Maybe you're solid today and your breath is in and out. Super slow and controlled. Or maybe you're super wobbly, tapping down a million times. We're all going down to standing splits. Breathe, breathe, step way back, runner style lunge. Find your inhale, step back to your plank, lift your hips up, downward facing dog. Wave up to plank, shoulders over the wrists, come through and all the way down to your belly. Relax, one ear down, arms by your side. Just find your heartbeat, find your breath, slow it down. Other ear down, find your heartbeat, find your breath. Let's get our forehead on the mat. Hands right underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes, lift your kneecaps, engage your belly. Press yourself up to plank. Take your breath, hips up, downward facing dog. And let's walk all the way up to our hands. Hang a little bit. Shake your head, yes or no, a little bit. Bend your knees. All these are just options. Like the beginning and tabletop, just flow and do what feels good here. Again, your level might be just a little bit, and you can flow and move your knees just the same. You don't have to be a flexy, bendy person to practice yoga. So we're all come up to standing, chin to your chest, come all the way up. Arms reach high when you get there. And bring your hands down to your heart. Exhale. Take a moment. Let the blood flow accordingly. Breathing, feeling those toes, lifting the crown of your head. Relax those shoulders, release some tension, stress building up in your neck and head, and let it go. Take your arms up, breathing in, and exhale, let it go. Taking it up, breathing in. And exhale, letting it go. Ears up, shoulders down. Stand in mountain pose. 3 more breaths. Reach your fingertips down. Keep the shoulder blades sliding together and down your back as you lift your heart, tuck your hips, belly button in, back towards the spine, standing as tall as you can. Let's let the right ear fall down towards the shoulder. Maybe lift and reach the left fingertips down towards the floor to get a little bit more of the stretch, connecting everything together. Come back to center, realign, head up tall. Left ear down. Reach away with those right fingers if that felt good on the other side. Breathe. And come back. One more time each side, or anything that feels good on your neck. Let's pause with our chin down towards our hearts. Still everything else standing up as tall as you can. Just releasing the head down. And let's lift the head back up on top. Big breath in. Let's reach up. Connect the fingertips as you fold forward all the way down. Come up halfway, flat back. Lengthen out your spine and fold, exhale. Hands to the mat, hop, jump, or step back to plank. Flow through, lowering like a push-up. Drop the knees, toes, lift the heart. Stack the shoulders over the wrists, breathe in. Hips up, downward facing dog. Pedal it out now that you're all warmed up. You can move around a little bit more. Lift the right leg up to the sky, bend the knee, you can circle the hip. So kind of free flow here in your downward facing dog, doing what feels good, circling the hip maybe up in the sky with the knee bent. Another nice thing to lengthen the spine is bend the knees, get into that little ball, lengthen out the spine, hips up to the sky, and see about straightening the knees. Let's all meet in a plank to readjust our spacing. Lift our hips up to the sky, downward facing dog. Wave up to plank, heels back, shoulders above the wrists. Pike the hips, downward facing dog. Come up high on the balls of your feet, roll forward, find your plank. Hips up, downward facing dog. One more time, wave. Breathe. And downward facing dog. Right leg to the sky, big breath in, bend the knee, bring it up to the chest, and settle down in your pigeon. So knee to the right wrist. The shins coming up front. See about keeping the ankle flexed. You can relax the back leg. You can stay up tall. Since you're at home, you have cushions and pillows around you. You might prop it up underneath your right hip. Don't let yourself fall over to the right side. Keep yourself up. You can stack your hands up on something, keep the back lengthened. Option to come down. Breathe. Find a belly breath in through the nose, fill up the belly, and belly button back towards the spine, exhale. So most people are going to be watching this later, so feel free to pause nice spots like this that feel good and you want to hang out a little bit longer. Flowing with me, you'll come up and just let yourself fall onto that right hip now and let the left leg open out wide. Make yourself enough space so your right heel can come in, left leg straight, flex that ankle. So you might have to readjust. Reach up high, breathe in, turn over that right leg, and reach up and over that leg as you square up over, shoulders above the leg. Hang out here. Maybe right hand comes back to your hip. Open up your shoulders, look up to the sky. All of these spots you can pause at and breathe. Taking that hand back and up to the sky might feel nice. Exhale as you watch that thumb circle forward, square the shoulders back up to the floor. Hand back to the hip, open up the heart, breathe in, reach back and up. Circle forward, exhale. Hang out here for a few more breaths, reaching back and revolving. Pausing where it feels good. Keeping the left toes up to the sky. One more breath. Pausing or flowing. And stay folded, bring your hands back so you have some slack, flat back to sit all the way up, turn back to center, and then find yourself back in your pigeon. So if you had enough room, just bring that right knee back to be parallel with the front of your mat, hands in a push-up, find that left leg back behind you, get some weight in your hands, right leg swings back and up, three-legged dog, and downward facing dog. Breathe, breathe, readjust. So maybe a cow and cat. Downward facing dog, big breath in, left leg to the sky, bend the knee, bring it in and up to the left wrist, maybe on the outside. Keep that foot flexed a bit, slide that right foot back. And you have lots of options. You can stay up, you can go down the way I was on the other side. Make sure that back foot is as straight as possible. And underneath your left hip now, you might want to put a cushion so you don't fall down over on the leg. Stretching, staying upright, or going all the way down to your chest if that's available to you. Breathe, breathe. We'll take 5 or so breaths together, and again, this might be a nice spot where you pause the recording and just hang out here a little bit longer and listen to your own music. As you stretch and breathe, let your belly button come out and your belly fill up as you inhale. And as you exhale, let the belly button pull back towards the spine, depleting everything inside, making room for the next breath. As you're ready, get your hands underneath, get yourself back up if you were down, otherwise you're just up. Maybe lift the ears up and shoulders back a little bit more. Let yourself fall now, so you might have to remove stuff from underneath your seat. Fall and find so your right leg's out, left heel is in towards your center. You can turn around and adjust in whatever room you're in. Flex the right ankle up, reach up, breathe in, turn over towards the right leg, up and stretch over the leg, square up the shoulders with the floor. So the left shoulder is going to want to be way up. See if you can keep it in line with the right. So probably the right one will have to come up so everything can be squared. Breathe. We're going to do 5 or so breaths here. You might want to hang out. Maybe hand to your hip. Opening up, looking up. This is a nice place to pause. You might want to just hang out here. Reaching back and up as another element. Breathe, stack the shoulders. Follow that thumb, maybe revolving forward as you exhale your air. Square up your shoulders. Enjoy your breath. Maybe flow. One more breath. You can pause or you can continue to move the arm. And stay folded. Bring the hands in so you have some slack. Flat back to sit all the way up. Turn back to your neutral with your body at this time and find yourself back in left pigeon. So if you had enough room, the hands will go to a push-up. The shin will be parallel with the front of the mat. Let the right leg kind of turn around back to your pigeon. Lengthen out that right leg. Tuck the toes, hands in, weight in your hands. Lift the left leg up, 3-legged dog. You got it. Come up on your toes, wave forward to plank. Hold in your plank. Let's take 5 breaths. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Option to come down on your forearms, heels reaching back, belly button in, looking down between the hands or the forearms, neck is long, big breath. If you came down, you might want to come back up. Breathe, breathe, one more together. And let's drop to our knees, hips back, child's pose. Breathe and relax. You're always allowed to do child's pose at any point during the practice, just to relax and reset. So bring yourself forward. We're going to end up on our back, so tuck your toes, jump up to your hands, sit your seat down, brace your tailbone, roll back, sit all the way up, and hug your knees. Chin to your chest, maybe forehead down on your knees. Give yourself a hug. Reach forward, roll all the way back. Stretch out your legs, full body stretch. Breathe and hug in your knees, exhale. Stretch it out, breathe in, and hug it in, exhale. Let's stretch it out, breathe in. Just your right knee comes in, give it a squeeze. Right arm can go out to T, look to the right, and twist your knee over to the left, stacking the hips. You can put something underneath the knee and the foot, a pillow, so you can bring the floor a little closer to you. Keep that right shoulder down, find your breath. Should feel nice stretching your right side. Three more breaths. Enjoy. You worked hard for it. Try and release any body part holding tension here on the last breath. And head back to neutral. Bring the knee back to center. Stretch it out. Full body stretch. Big breath in. Even out your spine and hug your left knee in. Give it a squeeze. Left arm goes out to T. You can look to the left. Twist your knee all the way over to the right. If you stack the hips on top of each other, you might want a support underneath the left knee and the left foot. If it doesn't quite reach the floor, you want to keep the left shoulder on the ground as well. So the shoulder is more important than the knee, and let the stretch come down your side. Big breaths in. 3 more breaths. Enjoying the inhales, the sensation as it enters your body, fills up, and lengthens out the muscles a little bit, relaxes your whole being as you release. Let your body go here on the last breath, and we'll come back to center, bring that knee in, stretch the leg long, arms up overhead. Roll your wrists, your ankles. Get out any kinks that are hiding. Move your legs, your arms. So as you find yourself relaxed on the ground, however that may look, maybe traditionally on your back, legs long, arms by your side. You might be on your belly or one of your sides. You could sit up. Option to bend your knees, knock your knees in towards each other. Get your lower back nice and happy, flat on the ground, and your legs are still not doing any work. Shoulders open. Melting down, relax everything. So if you haven't listened to the beach noises yet, maybe change into some beach noises or something a little more soothing here for the Savasana ending. Feel a warm sun on your skin. Feel yourself sink down into that sand. However your body is comfortable being for 5-10 minutes. We'll take a few breaths here together and just know to pause this recording and maybe set a 10-minute timer for yourself and see if you can just be. As thoughts come up, just take a breath. Think about your breath more than the thought that came up. As more thoughts come up, try and think about your breath more. Think about what body parts are touching the ground. Think about how long your breath is, what it feels like in your nose, what it feels like when you expand your belly instead of your rib cage, what it feels like to breathe in more and more than you think you can and breathe out even more air than you thought you had. Whatever to distract yourself and bring yourself to your mat or to your space, to the present moment. Enjoy these moments. They are yours. Let everything go. And as you come out of your sleep mode, roll your wrists, your ankles, move your face, start to wake yourself up. Maybe practicing this tomorrow morning as you wake up for your day. Just remembering your fingers and toes in your face first, taking a breath in and out, moving your body, listening to any kinks or muscles that might need some extra attention, hugging your knees in, massaging your lower back, giving yourself some love. As you roll over tomorrow morning, about to get out of your bed, think of a positive intention and then press yourself up, sit up tall, breathe in, move around, get yourself centered and flowing for the day. You're ending your day with this practice. Let it all go. Get yourself comfortable, sit up tall, move the arms and the neck and head, the whole torso, relax the knees, hands to your heart. Enjoy your breath. Enjoy the strength you built. Enjoy the sweat, the heat you created. I enjoyed the time we shared together. I hope you enjoyed practice. Let's reach all up together. Breathe in, move the fingers, sway a little side to side. Enjoy yourself, hands together, bring it all the way down to your heart. The love and light in me honors the love and light in you. Namaste.